Philip is a little diesel box cab shunter who works at Wellsworth Station. He spends his days bustling about the yard and preparing trains for bigger engines. One evening, Philip was resting in the sheds when the Fat Controller arrived.
"Oh, good evening, sir. What brings you up here?"
"Hello, Philip. I come with good news," said the Fat Controller.
"Good news? What would that be, sir?"
"Well, Philip, I think you'll be happy to hear that we are starting construction on a renovated and expanded yard."
"Oh, yes, sir. That is exciting."
"Indeed. Now, I've chosen an engine to help out by bringing materials up from the docks here to the station."
"Who would that be, sir?" asked Philip.
But as if on cue, Edward arrived at the sheds.
"Hello, Philip. Good to see you again."
"Well, here he is," chuckled the Fat Controller. "Since the trains will be first thing in the morning, Edward will be staying the night here for a few nights to collect them."
"Happy to help, sir."
"Now," said the Fat Controller, "I'll be heading in for the evening. Good night, you two."
"Good night, sir,"
replied the two engines.
"I'm so excited you'll be staying with me again."
"I am too, Philip," replied Edward. "The Tidmouth crew are nice, but sometimes I could use a break."
"Oh, tell me about it. I swear, if I have to hear James complain about freight one more time—"
"Right then, Philip," said Edward. "I have to get up early in the morning, so I'm going to get some sleep now."
"Okay then. Good night, Edward."
Edward was up bright and early the next morning. He had collected the supply train from Brendam Docks and was now heading up the branch line. He was puffing happily and making good time too. He just didn't know what was ahead.
"This was clearly your fault, Ben." "No, it was yours, Bill."
"You weren't looking where you were going."
"Nonsense. The points were set for me."
"Yeah, right. Now, hurry up and go get a crane or something." But just then, the two of them heard a whistle that was all too familiar.
"Oh no, Edward's coming."
"Oh shoot, what do we do?" But it was too late. Edward had already arrived.
"Bill, Ben, look out!"
And Edward came off the rails with a splintering crash.
"Oh, what did you two do?"
"Oh, we're sorry, Edward," said Ben. "Bill crashed his truck into mine, and I did no such thing."
"I don't care who did what, but I need to be re-railed. This is an important train."
"Oh, yes, of course. We'll go get a crane." Bill and Ben went to go get help, and Derek arrived to assist with the cleanup.
"Oh dear, Edward, this is a mess. Are you all right?" he asked.
"I think I'm all right, though I may need to go to the works to be looked over." So Derek took Edward to the works, and BoCo was called to take Edward's train. At Wellsworth, Philip ran alongside BoCo.
"Hello. I don't think I've ever called your name before."
"Well, hello there. Call me BoCo. I brought this supply train up from the branch line."
"Supply train? Wasn't Edward meant to bring one of those?"
"Well, Edward got into an accident earlier this morning, so I had to help take the train the rest of the way."
"An accident? Is he all right?"
"Oh, of course, Edward's okay. Just an accident on some points at Lower Sudbury."
"Well, that's a relief. It was nice to meet you, BoCo."
"Of course. Now, where would you like me to put this train?"
"Oh, don't worry about that. Watch how fast I can shunt."
Philip was true to his word, working hard and getting BoCo's train sorted.
"See? I told you I was fast."
"Very impressive," chuckled BoCo. "Would you mind getting Edward's coaches for me? I have to pull his next passenger train."
"Of course I can. Just give me a moment."
Then Philip returned with the coaches. "Thank you, Philip," called BoCo.
"No problem. I'll see you later, BoCo."
"Goodbye, Philip. See you later," replied BoCo. Later arrived, and BoCo returned to Wellsworth with a breakdown crane. "Hello, Philip. I've brought a crane from Vickerstown to help with the construction."
"Oh, great. I'll come and get it in a moment. I need to move these container flats first." Oh my, these are very heavy."
"Oh, phew. What's in those things?" BoCo rolled up alongside. "Need a hand? I can move those container flats for you."
Oh, for sure, that'd be a great help. Thanks, BoCo.
No worries. Now you can go and get that crane. So the two of them moved their respective loads. There we are, said BoCo. All sorted.
Thanks again for the help, BoCo, said Philip.
Don't mention it. I have another goods train bound from Tidmouth, but I'll come back this evening and visit.
Oh, thank you, BoCo. It does get quite lonely, especially when Edward's not around.
And with that, the two of them went their separate ways. Philip continued shunting and helping move supplies around the yards. By the time evening rolled around, BoCo had returned and brought with him another supply train.
Oh, hello, BoCo. Have you brought more supplies?
Indeed I have, and the yard looks very nice.
Thanks, Philip replied. We've got a good head start on the construction.
Of course, said BoCo. Now, I need to move these supplies to the other side of the yard. Oh, and Philip, he called, could you bring the crane over here, the one with the new rails?
Sure thing, I'll be right there.
Some workmen had secured the rails to the flatbed, but hadn't finished securing the crane before Philip arrived. Philip was already coupled up, and took the crane out of the siding.
Oi, wait, shouted a workman. That crane's not ready to go yet.
But Philip hadn't heard. He'd already crossed the turntable. BoCo noticed the crane tilting, but was too late to warn Philip. As Philip passed the water tower, everything happened at once.
Oh no! What happened?
It appears your crane wasn't secured properly.
Oh dear, said Philip.
Did a workman tell you it was safe to move that crane?
No. My driver coupled me up and we thought it was ready.
Oh my, Philip, what a mess. Come on now, let's get this cleaned up. With BoCo's help, it wasn't long before everything was put right. Well, Philip, I hope this will remind you in future to make sure your loads are secure. We don't want something like this happening again.
Certainly not, said Philip. I messed everything up.
Oh, don't be too hard on yourself, Philip. It wasn't that bad. I've seen much worse from the twins.
Well, if you say so.
I know so. Trust me, it could happen to any engine. Now, let's get back to work. And so, the two of them started sorting out materials for the new yard.
Thanks for all of your help yesterday, BoCo. We make a great team.
It's no problem at all, Philip. And yes, we do.
Edward!
Well, hello, you two.
Oh, Edward, you're back. I heard you got into an accident.
Yes, I did, but I'm all right now. Glad to see you back, Edward.
Oh, BoCo, that reminds me, said Edward. The Fed controller would like to speak to you.
And as if on cue, the controller strode up alongside BoCo. Ah, hello there, sir. Ah, good to see you, BoCo. I've come with some news. The mainline traffic is finally quieting down, so I'll be moving you back here to your regular duties on the branch line. Oh, thank you, sir. That's wonderful news. Glad to have you back as well, BoCo.
Wait, does this mean I get a new roommate?
I believe it does, laughed the Fat Controller.
Hooray! I'm finally going to be sharing a shed with someone permanently.
Well, Philip, I'm looking forward to this.
Me too. I'll try not to keep you up all night.
He sure is a handful, I'll tell you that. Oh, come now, Edward, said BoCo. At this point, I think we're best equipped to handle anyone. And the two engines could only chuckle.